up, YouTube? You know who it is. Okay, so let's talk about, well, I guess something that people normally don't talk about. My Hero Academia. I mean, to be fair, people do talk about it, but that's not what I mean. There's just like a parallel, I guess you could say, that I yeah, a parallel that I noticed when I was rewatching this like a month or two ago. Okay, because most people when they think of My Hero Academia, they mostly think of the like basically the story of how Midoriya becomes the greatest superhero. But that's not actually the I mean that's half the case I feel like. Yeah, I feel like it's like kind of also a story about Shigaraki. Okay, and I'm not saying that because he's like the big bad. But let me explain, okay? So I think it's like 11 or 10 episodes in, and you get introduced to the League of Villains, okay? And it's basically a whole bunch of guys, you know, like 100 or so villains, like storming an area. They obviously got outside info. So everybody except for like the bartender, Shadow Guy, and Shigaraki get arrested. So, but that's not where the similar is. Okay, maybe I should roll back a little bit. Okay, so, Shigaraki basically, his tale is the opposite of Midoriya's. It's basically his road to becoming a villain. Okay, and like it in a sense parallels Midoriya's story because Midoriya's trying to become a hero. He has All Might-esque qualities when it comes to his sense of justice and all that, and he has people in his corner like his teachers, All Might obviously, his classmates. Other than All For One, Shigaraki has no one. Okay. And he doesn't really do anything. Like his rise in power, and I mean after all his people get arrested, basically comes from like the Stain incident, which was basically a fluke because people assumed that Stain worked with the League of Villains, and that prompted people to join. Yeah, and I feel like his Shigaraki's his journey to becoming more of a villain didn't really it didn't really apply, or not apply, what's what I'm looking for. It didn't start until like he went to the mall, which is kind of like where I'm at, and threatened Midoriya to find out why he does what he does, like what's his conviction. So, you know, he basically like has no one teaching him on how to do villain stuff. And yeah, his story is basically a parallel of everything. So yeah, that's just where my thought is on that, and I just think it's crazy because no one talks about it. Like it's all about Midoriya and the rest of Class A and all that, but I don't know, when you like notice, you know, how the story's being told and stuff, it just seems just super interesting, you know? Because again, like when you think of it as a parallel story, even though Shigaraki gets way less screen time, it just seems really cool. But yeah, maybe in another video I'll go into why I like the series. But for now, I'll end it right there. So stay tuned and see you soon.